I'm Dan. This is my co-host London.
Hey.
And due to overwhelming response and all of your beautiful, lovely comments, we're back again for yet another episode of Vinyl Chat. And we're just going to jump right in here. I hate to see this video go as long as our last video, but it was our introduction, and we were trying to let you know who we were, what we liked, and you know, all of that good stuff. So, friends, family, and fellow members of the VC community, here we are with episode 2, and I think we'll just jump right in and start showing you some records. So, small backstory. We just moved here to lovely, beautiful, sunny Southern California, and we just moved here, and so I've got a lot of boxes, I've got a lot of vinyl, and some of this has been sitting in storage for years.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of exciting to move into a new place and to start looking at all these records and discovering stuff that I'd actually, quite frankly, forgotten that I had. So you get to do the exploring with me, and so right here we have a U-Haul box right here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but this is a U-Haul box, and it actually fits nicely quite a few records. So I figured, you know what, a good point for episode 2, we'd just jump in and I'd just start showing you some records, and hey, you know, some of this stuff might be embarrassing, but there's a good story behind everything. So we'll just kind of see what I got here, and I'll just select a record out of random here. What were you going to say, London? Anything? Okay. First up, we've got...
that was a record store day thing a while ago, I believe.
Yeah, this was Beastie Boys featuring Nas, and this is Too Many Rappers.
Nas.
And I think that... I think this was actually a special edition kind of thing, wasn't it?
For record store day, like a while ago. I think it was like 3 years ago, maybe?
Maybe like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that might have been the secret release, was something new from the Beastie Boys, because we hadn't heard from them in a while. So we'll just jump in and select something at random, and I'll show it to you. 07. This I don't really have a whole lot to say about this, but I do like some of the songs that they do. Very electronic and very like mellow, kind of chill out groove stuff. And I think actually while I was on tour with a certain band we'll talk about later, they actually sent us a bunch of records, and one of them was 07, so we could check it out. So,
would you recommend it?
Yeah, actually there's a few songs on that I actually really kind of dig. So I think this is an older album, 2004, but I think actually there's some cool stuff on there. You know, if you're kind of into the chill out electronica stuff, then yeah, I think you might kind of dig that actually. There's a couple of big box sets in here. And speaking of the band that I was on tour with, we'll just pull one of these out of here. I haven't seen these in literally years. But Panic at the Disco's a pretty odd box set here. Super cool. I'll let London open that up and show you. It's kind of neat. It takes vinyl to a whole new level, actually. And I'm pretty proud to say that I know these guys very well. Very good friends of mine, and they made quite a
10,000 copies. We've got 8,000.
Yeah, 8001 is the certificate of authenticity. But yeah, it came with a CD, a DVD, vinyl in there as well.
Yeah. A puzzle.
And a puzzle that you could take apart.
Yeah.
And I believe this is the record right here.
Yeah.
So very cool. Comes in a record. Fits nicely in here. I'm not sure about how nicely.
Almost not nicely.
Yeah, almost not nicely.
Because it's ridiculously difficult to get into this.
Yeah.
To this slot right here. Alright, well,
Okay.
just let me take care of it.
That's fine. Nonetheless, super cool,
Yeah.
super cool little set here, and it continues to fold out, and there's all kinds of pictures and little weird things. But Panic at the Disco did quite a good job. Turned it around so the folks at home can see see all the cool little pictures and stuff there.
It's hard to turn around. It's got
That's
a lot
fine.
of stuff in it.
So yeah, these all fold out like this. Anyway, this is this is Panic at the Disco's second album, and then it all folds out into a neat little picture of them sitting around saying stuff like, "Oh, what a lovely teapot tea." So there you go, and cool stuff for every song, little pictures, some lyrics, and the thank yous. Shoot, I might even be in there somewhere.
We are.
But there you go. So Panic at the Disco and Pretty Odd. So cool stuff. I'm super psyched that not only did they press a record for their second album, but they did such a good job with that vinyl release. If you can actually find one of these somewhere, you should definitely pick it up because I think it's well worth the money. Really cool stuff.
See, Dan Griffith, Natasha Griffith, London, Ian, and Paige.
Oh, nice. We're all listed in there, so very cool. Remember when I said there was probably some embarrassing stuff in there? I have no idea why or where I got this from,
But you love it.
But here you go,
Very
some Beyonce, Crazy in Love. Seriously, I have no idea where some of these records came from, but for whatever reason,
Beyonce.
I must have picked up some Beyonce. And there you go. I don't know what I can say about that record that hasn't already been said. Here's a cool one. Old school right here. This is probably a first pressing. Sam Cooke, Hits of the 50s on RCA Victor. And, you know, actually I remember when we bought this in Albuquerque at a record store. And so that's cool stuff. And Sam Cooke is great. If you don't have Sam Cooke already, I recommend you pick up some. This one has Mona Lisa on it, The Great Pretender. He does a version of Unchained Melody. Venus is on here. This is just a cool album. So that's good stuff. We'll have to listen to that sometime. Do you have one there too?
This is Donna Summer.
Are you serious? Seriously. Like I say, I'm not really sure where some of this stuff came from, but here it is, Donna Summer, greatest hits on the radio on Casablanca there. So, oh, and there you go. Here's
A signed copy of Panic at the Disco's first album, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
once again super cool gatefold vinyl.
And once again, our names are in here.
Nice. So. And I toured with these guys for quite a few years, and got to dig for many a record with these guys. So very cool stuff. Oh, and
Comes
it
with a
comes
poster?
with a poster of the cover and stuff. So yeah, that's super awesome. Oh, and the lyrics and the thank yous are all on the back of there. So very cool stuff. Yeah, once again, if you can find any of those Panic at the Disco records. Especially the first two albums, they're super cool. Songs are good, and just brings me back to a really good time. So, oh my gosh,
What?
some of these records.
No,
are,
don't pull them out.
don't pull them out. Are you serious? Some of these are.
What? That No Doubt is good.
The No Doubt is good. Oh, here we
Okay.
go. Here's The Cure and the.
Let's go to bed.
Let's Go to Bed, and a B-side of Just One Kiss. This is another one I found on one of our mini trips down to Albuquerque. This is actually Fiction Records. This is a European pressing, so from the UK, and I found it there for $8, and I probably have 2 or 3 copies of that, and I just couldn't let it go. So I saw it, and I thought, well, I kind of have to have it.
What about
So.
that hanging there? Ooh, nice.
This is a cool one. The Gorillaz Plastic Beach album. Super cool gatefold vinyl there. And if you don't have any Gorillaz in your collection, I think you're kind of missing out. Damon Albarn from Blur and Plastic Beach is just super cool. This one has Stylo on it and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's a great record. It's probably one of his favorites.
Yeah.
As far as I can.
I grew up with Gorillaz, just listening to Gorillaz all the time. It's another childhood band for me. So.
This is a great record.
Another
right
childhood band for me.
Primus,
Yeah.
Sailing the Seas of Cheese. This, like so many records and so much music, this just brings back. This was my very first concert ever of all time. I have to tell you a small story. The very first time I went to a concert was in Albuquerque. I grew up in New Mexico, and I went and bought my ticket with my best friends, and we had to sneak down there because my mom didn't know I was going to a concert, and so I had to sneak out of the house and go to my first concert, and there it is. And there's some history about Dan Angel. So, Primus, Sailing the Seas of Cheese, one of their finest records of all time. This is a cool record. This was actually something I found at a yard sale, and I just couldn't let it get away. 88 lines, about 44 women. The Nails, just kind of a classic 12-inch, just super cool. So, just something I found at a yard sale, and I'm actually really glad that they decided they need to get rid of it, because I love that song. If you haven't heard it before, you should. It's actually really funny. Some new wave punk from way back in the days. I'll show you one, maybe two more records, and
From in there.
yeah, from in here I'll show you. Let's see what we have in here, and then I'm gonna let London. We'll ask
Take
London
away,
some
or-
questions. Sure. It's cool 7-inches here. The Mars Volta. A Plague Upon Your Hissing Corpse. So kind of cool.
Sounds like a great name.
I actually don't think I've listened to that before, but I decided since it was a Mars Volta, I needed to buy it.
46 of 300.
Another
46 of 300.
another cool 7-inch here, Mr. Stephen Patrick Morrissey, and Glamorous Glue. Pretty much anything Morrissey, The Smiths, The Cure, Susie, I'll pretty much buy. Even if I don't know it that well, I'll go ahead and pick it up. So that's just
You're not gonna show that?
just of the few things out of my box of stuff that I haven't seen in a long time, probably 2 or 3 years actually. So I want to take this opportunity to turn it over to London, and we'll do what I decided to call Father Knows Best, a little segment where I asked London to pick out his favorite record, or to choose a record out of our stacks of mini records, and tell me what he thinks of it and why he likes it. So, what have you selected for us today?
This Ally Willis and Pee Wee Herman Big Adventure single. This picture disc, the shaped picture disc. Pee Wee Herman, you know that Big Adventure movie?
Right.
That is it called Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, that was basically one of my childhood movies, and I really liked Pee Wee Herman. It was cool, and so I thought this was super cool. So yeah.
That is actually like really cool. Here, what we'll do is for the folks at home, we'll take it out of there and show them, because this is actually really freaking cool. It's not only is it a picture disc, but it's also shaped like Pee Wee Herman doing some weird crazy dance, and so it's actually kind of neat. And get that up so everyone can see it there. That's pretty awesome, I think. So there you go. And maybe another record you want to share with us, maybe one of your favorites, and you can tell us what you think of it and why you love it.
This is the Clash's London Calling. This is actually the album I was named after, thanks to my great father. I just always loved the Clash. It was always like a great band for me.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite song on there, or do you have a?
Here, I think it was Revolution Rock.
Revolution Rock, that's a
Yeah.
classic. That's good stuff. What about the title track? What about London Calling? Do you like that one?
Of course I do.
All right.
Right here.
So it's one of my favorite all-time albums. Hence the name. And since we are talking about this album, really quickly, I want to point out if you have this record, you should definitely take another listen to the last song on side 2. It's called The Guns of Brixton. I swear to God, and you can agree with me or disagree with me, probably the first gangster rap song of all time. Leave it to a punk rock band from England to write the first gangster rap song. So, very cool stuff. And if you don't have it, you should get it. And if you have it, listen to it again. Because London Calling is just a classic from start to finish.
So, you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. If you couldn't tell by my last video, London here and I are very big fans of the Flaming Lips, and we found this when we went to Amoeba a couple of weeks ago. It's called Rockabye Baby, lullaby renditions of the Flaming Lips, and such classic songs as Race for the Prize, She Don't Use Jelly, Yoshimi, of course. And an awesome track that I'm surprised they included on here was A Spoonful Weighs a Ton, which is a song that he wrote about one of his band members battling with his heroin addiction, which I thought was an awesome inclusion on a childhood record. But other than that, this is actually a very cool record, and if you see it, pick it up, because it's kind of cool. It's kind of mellow, very chill out, and we got it because we have a new addition to the family, and her name is Harper, and she's about almost 2 months old now, so she'll love this record, and she'll be very excited to hear some lullaby songs by the Flaming Lips. You got another one for us?
Yeah, this is the one that we recently picked up over at Amoeba.
Okay.
This might be a bootleg for Hot Sauce Committee.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just clear vinyl, and it's a Too Many Rappers and Say It remixes on both sides. So it's cool, clear vinyl.
Very cool. And I guess when he speaks about that, I guess he would be talking about the Beastie Boys. You didn't say the title of the record there.
We'll find that. Be that cool. Well, here's another Beastie Boys record that we found over at another bootleg Beastie Boys record that we found over at Amoeba. It's a Body Movin' single. It's just like a little like stamp on the front here.
So that is definitely bootleg.
Yeah.
Very cool. What we've been listening to right now is the Beastie Boys, and this is actually, I would assume it's a bootleg as well, because I don't know that they actually officially pressed this, but it's Hello Nasty instrumentals. So it's kind of cool, and once again, very cool for just listening to and giving us something to listen to while we talk to all you fine folks.
All right. Well, this is another bootleg that we picked up at Amoeba. It's a hip hop sampler with the Beastie Boys on it. It's just a lot of Beastie Boys songs on it, like break beats and stuff, like for mixing,
DJs
scratching,
and whatnot. So.
Yeah. Here, is there anything else? Maybe this Heady Nugs?
Yeah, I'll pop it out. So, one more Flaming Lips thing for you folks today.
This was a record store day exclusive for last year?
Yeah,
I believe it was last year. And this
no. I take that back. That was 2011.
Yeah.
We picked that up in...
we picked that guy up too.
Yeah, we picked that up in Durango, Colorado at a record store called Sunset Sound.
Durango, or Southwest Sound.
Southwest Sound. You're right.
So this includes, I guess their first 5 records on Warner Brothers?
On Warner Brothers, yep. All 5 records from Warner Brothers so far.
So Hit to Death in the Future Head in 1992, Transmission from the Satellite Heart in 1993, and Clouds Taste Metallic in 1995. The Soft Bulletin, almost one of my favorites.
Amazing.
Almost.
Okay.
That came out in 1999, but this one's my favorite. Yoshimi Battles the Pink Robots came out in 2002. So it comes with all the individual records.
All of them on vinyl. Very cool.
We got number 1722.
Nice. And it's called Heady Nugs. So, super cool. And a super old picture of the Flaming Lips on there. So, kind of cool. I think
That's it.
I think that'll wrap it up. I mean, that's not it by any measure. There's tons of records, and we could talk all night about them. But we just thought we'd share a few with you tonight. And once again, thank you for welcoming us to the VC. And we hope to keep making these cool little videos for you guys. Once again, any questions, comments?
Leave it in the comment section below. If you haven't seen last week's video, you should go check it out. It's our introduction to everything. Just a fair warning, it's 32 minutes long. We had a lot of stuff to say about that. So, all right, well.
But it was fun to make. Once again, I'm Dan. This is London, and you can reach us on our
Twitters and Instagrams.
And I am at DA Snowfreak.
At London G Rocks. Instagram is London Griffith and Dan Angel Snowfreak.
All right, we'll see you next week.